Well, it's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So let's break out the lunch pail. Or the sandwich you packed. Les Dunn and Freddie S. bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with some important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smooth. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just a strange thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll free at 1-800-889-0267 right now. So sit back and let's start the lunch break. Les, Dawn, and Freddie S. are ready to go. So here are the boys from Brooklyn and Dawn.
Good afternoon, South Florida, Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Chicago. You know, I get tired of saying that. We have to change
LA,
the
San Francisco, and soon to be Houston.
I guess you don't get tired.
I never get tired.
Listen,
especially
Dawn,
after this weekend. Wow.
I am exhausted.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Are you like on pills or something?
Shall I share the amount of coffee I have going here? Do you know what's really funny? If you saw the set from Saturday, the amount of drinks I had lined up to keep me going, live streaming for 7 hours talking. I didn't know I could speak that much.
I didn't think anybody can speak that much.
I don't either. I don't know if I can even speak today, actually.
The amazing thing is, do you know how many interviews you conducted?
I have no idea. Do you?
I counted over 30.
Get out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And the funny thing is that you didn't run out of anything to say. So they came in, they tell you what they did, and on and on and on. You did 10-minute interviews, you did 15-minute interviews, you did 20-minute interviews.
They just kept going. Going and going and going.
And did you notice that Alexa only came in twice?
She was busy. For those of you who are wondering what we're talking about, it was the Women's Empower Expo that we have been talking about and promoting for so many months with Alexa Carlin, who ran it. We had 1,500
No, we had close to 2,000 people
in attendance.
Showed up.
Wow. 2,000 in attendance, 85 vendors, 2 fashion shows, 5 breakout rooms, and apparently I did 30 live stream interviews. We live streamed and I spoke from 10 to about 4:30.
Yeah.
We just kept going and going and going. The event was incredible. It was everything and more Alexa had dreamed and brought forward. I hope she gives us a call to give a follow-up, 800-889-0267. It was just incredible. But you know what made the interview so easy is that they all had a common theme. And the common theme
women
was,
empowerment.
but besides empowerment, it was about manifesting your journey, about doing what you wanted to do, about visualizing, writing it, speaking it, feeling it, touching it, tasting it, putting it out there, acting as if it already is, and going backwards. And what I always say, which I found enlightening to hear from so many of these powerful speakers, is that everyone has a journey, everyone has a story, and it's that journey and that story that has gotten you to where you are. So never take any of that for granted, good or not great in your past. You are where you are because of that journey, and then it's just moving forward.
Which interview did you like the best?
Oh, that's not fair to say. I thought they all had an element of something amazing.
No, which one did you learn the most from?
Which one did I learn the most
Because
from?
you know mine. You know mine.
I know your favorite interview.
I know the favorite interview.
I don't know if you told me. Maybe
Your
you
mom.
didn't. I forgot. Oh, that's right. You did. My mom. Yeah. Why was Grandma Vodka your
Vodka.
favorite interview?
Because it brought a lot of meaning to what we do. You know, she was there. She was very proud of you. Your dad was there. And they came in at the end appropriately. You know, they let you do your thing, let you work. But it was simply amazing. Gio was there, and the production was, even he said, was unbelievable.
And what the event did, I'm glad you brought that up, is it brought families together.
That's right.
So you had Gio producing it with you. So you had father, son, you had your girlfriend
Sabrina was
with
there,
you, his
Linda was
girlfriend
here,
was there.
everybody was
My
there.
parents came, my sister came, and so many of these amazing speakers, their moms came.
Yeah.
Whether their moms came and sat in the back because they didn't want their moms there, but their moms came anyway, or they sat front row and were so proud. Alexa's mom, Alexa could not have done
I
it
didn't
without
recognize
her mom,
Alexa's mom. I recognized the doggy.
Nala. So the empowerment just goes on and on and on because you see your support system come forward
Right.
and embrace you. And that, on so many levels, besides the speakers, the vendors, the everything, it was the support network and the amazing feedback we got afterwards.
right.
I just my phone keeps blowing up. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Now, if you missed it, the next one is in Washington.
Memorial Day weekend in May.
I told her that let's start promoting that now.
Let's-
It was just amazing. Everything came together. You know, there were a couple of hiccups. Boston proper was there playing music like a discotheque, so you couldn't hear anything, and then they lowered it for us.
Everyone really worked together, which was nice. And
Oh.
Friday night I had that red carpet event
Yeah.
on a boat with Dawn Masler, and we'll have her. She has a new book called Men Chase, Women Choose. Fascinating book.
Yeah, I'm not too cool
The
about that.
biology of love. Really?
Yeah, I'm not too cool about that.
I'm pretty cool
Men
about that.
chase, women choose. I saw her.
I think I chased and chose, so I don't know. Maybe
I think
was
you
in
just
power
run around in a
then.
circle and chase and choose yourself. But I saw her at the expo. I says, you and I ain't gonna have a long talk.
I think she was great. So we're going to have her on Two Boys, maybe put her on Two Broads,
Put on something.
put her on everywhere. But I thought it was interesting. So she graciously had this amazing red carpet event. There were very few of us there. So somehow she chose me, which was I was very honored to be there.
Yeah, I
On her
asked her, how
yacht.
come I didn't get an invite?
She had her yacht docked at the
You know what she
Broward
told
County,
me? She said
Performing
that
Arts
you
Center.
had a +1.
I did. I brought my husband.
I know that. I said, she brought her husband. She said, that's your problem. I said,
I could have done
wow.
a +3,
Nah, 101
+2.
is
You
two.
could have come.
No, I
but it
says,
was
I
really
wanna,
nice.
I want to be on the next. Listen, I would have gone this to drive the boat.
I've got signed books. She gave me a signed autograph book. I got another book from the chef we had on from Natalia Levy. I have a
That
book.
was
She'll
very
be on our show
entertaining.
in November.
She was very entertaining.
So a lot of great connections. And now at 12 minutes after, you can find us on. We should be live streaming by now on Facebook on AMP2 TV Productions.
We are.
Also live streaming on Two Boys from Brooklyn. We are on Instagram, #2 Boys from Brooklyn. And Twitter, #2 Boys from Brooklyn. And we're even live streaming, I think, on Dexafit's live page.
And Dexafit is in the house.
We have Dexafit in the house. We are so excited. Welcome to our new sponsor.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
I just got to get you guys to talk closer to the mic.
Sorry.
As Curtis is in the sound booth going closer, closer. The mics move.
Is that better?
Better?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome. We've been talking about you guys for months. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in from Tampa and joining us.
We appreciate you guys having us.
So, give us a little background. I know we've had Joanne on before, and we do your ads and commercials about Dexafit.
So we're a fitness testing facility. We kind of got started, year and a half ago.
Yeah, pushing 2 years now.
Yeah. And kind of got into it.
Time
'cause-
flies, doesn't it? You lose
Yeah.
track.
Where did you
Yeah.
originally open? Tampa?
Dallas.
Dallas was our
No.
first location, and we had that one until June or July of this year. So we kept it a little over a year.
Which did really well. And then we ended up taking that and opening up Tampa and Boca. And
How's that
Boca's-
going?
It's going good. Boca's
Dexafit does Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
So the movie, did you?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. We'll have to add Debbie to that.
No, God.
From Swallowing Diagnostics. No, really.
God. We had fun with that, didn't we?
We always have fun. Then you moved to Tampa and Boca.
Yep. So I did, at least the reason why Dexafit kind of came out for us is I was a competitor for 3.5 years.
Competitor of what?
Bikini competitions.
Ah.
So,
Bikini.
So
Is that what you meant this lug?
Oh, no. We met way before that. So, yeah, I competed for a really long time, but I could never find anything that was able to tell me, like, an accurate body composition result, like, for myself. Because it's very important when you get on stage, you want to be as lean as possible when you're up there. So we stumbled upon the DEXA scanner and found that that was the most accurate thing that was out there.
Now, when you say bikini, is that weightlifting competition?
It is,
Well, it's
Well,
like bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because she said bikini, and
Yes.
sometimes
She's just walking out looking beautiful, is what you're thinking.
I'm trying to put my head around this thing. Is it bodybuilding, or is just wearing a bikini, or?
In the bodybuilding world, there's multiple divisions in the women's categories. You got physique, figure, and bikini, and it's all based on your build. And bikini is
it's a little
the
softer
smallest,
look.
the smallest of them. Less muscle, and but just same toned and definition all around.
So why is it important to know your body composition, other than looking in the mirror and going, hey, I look great, or I really do not look so good?
Right.
What's the difference of why do people need to know their numbers?
I mean, so what happens is the first time you go on stage, they tell you, okay, so this is what you need to work on. And then a lot of times they'll tell you, well, maybe you weren't lean enough. And the biggest thing for us is if you're able to scan yourself and figure out, okay, so before I got on stage, this is where my body composition was. So if I wasn't lean enough, then I know next time when I go into my competition that I need to be leaner than what I was on stage. So when I am tracking my progress, I'm able to actually go back in, get my test done, and if I come in leaner, then I know then I have a better chance this time when I get back up on stage.
So maybe that's what I need. I need to be leaner.
No, you can't be you're almost invisible.
Maybe next time I go
scanned
on
you.
stage, I can be leaner. I know we'll go over the scan too. I'll take that out. You can
Yeah.
explain it a little bit.
No, you did
have
great.
to. No, she already. We're not gonna go down that road.
No.
Listen, but I got a different question. So when you say leaner, you mean you want to have more muscle mass? You want to look cut?
Less
You
body
wanna-
fat percentage. So
Right.
when
She
she's
has
training,
no body fat.
well, it's just a matter of knowing exactly what that body fat percentage is. In terms of if she's training now, and weight has no bearing because she can gain muscle.
Right.
So we need to know her actual body fat percentage. If she's got 10 pounds of fat, 20 pounds of fat, and then the muscle can change, hopefully going up because she's training.
Right.
That way, today she's competing and she's 18% body fat. And we know that she didn't come in lean enough. Well, now we got to get down to 17 and try that out.
Whether it's
And-
putting on lean muscle mass
And
and,
then to
losing
get
the
there,
fat,
you've
or-
got two ways. You can either put on more muscle and keep the same amount of fat, or you can keep the same muscle and just lose a little bit more fat. But the percentage is what's the most important. When you're losing weight, are you losing fat? Are you losing muscle? And that's the biggest thing. People step on scales, and that's what we did for years. We're like, okay, well, we got on stage at, I don't remember what it was. We'll
like
just guess.
118 pounds or something.
Well, you shoot for that next time, but your muscle can change everything. If you put on 2 pounds of muscle, now you could be getting too lean, because in bikini world, you don't want to get too lean because you're still trying to keep that sex appeal. So,
All
it's
about
like
the
a
sex
balance.
appeal.
It's like a balance, right?
Right.
yeah, you got to balance the muscles, the definition, the sex appeal, because it's still a bikini contest, so you still have to keep the feminine look. So,
And how'd you do?
Oh, I did pretty good. Like I said, I competed for 3.5 years. Placed second place in several of my competitions. I went to nationals twice. So I mean, I've done pretty good, but now I'm pregnant, so
You can still compete.
no.
Does she look pregnant?
No.
I keep looking at you thinking,
Pregnant
it's
when,
been
right?
about a month since I saw you the last time.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know you were pregnant then. I thought you had had the baby, and I'm still looking. So
No.
you carry beautifully.
Thank you. Well, I hope everything turns out well afterwards, because I'll be back into
Gonna
doing
have
my
twins.
competitions.
She's gonna have twins.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no twins. No
You
twins.
Put the
carry
whammy on.
beautifully.
unless one's
Thank you.
hiding, well, I think we're good.
And we've talked about the competition, but who was your perfect client, or who else can you work with other than just competitors?
Everyone, anybody that's looking to, get in shape, lose weight. I mean, we don't really like to say lose weight. We want them to lose fat pounds, because lean muscle mass we want them to be able to hold on to. But I mean, anybody that's looking to just better themselves. Or
Did you
just,
hear that?
No.
Anybody.
All right, so let me get this right.
Anybody.
Okay, take it easy there, Fluffy. Back to Fluffy. So let me get this right. So a guy comes in or a girl comes in and their body mass is 30% or whatever. I don't know what's a high number. I guess 30, 40%.
I
mean,
guess
for
it just
some-
depends on
If
guys
you've had
or
a
girls.
BMI, 'cause I think a lot of people go by the old standard of BMI.
which is a
So-
very outdated.
So if you're looking, say, at a BMI of over 32, which is considered
BMI
obese, or
could be completely off. We get
Completely off.
bodybuilders who come in on the BMI and they are obese, but they're 6-7% body fat. So
There's
it is
no way.
completely skewed. If you're too tall, it throws it off. If you're too short, it throws it off.
That's
So
true,
the
because they
BM
never ask you,
How tall are you?
right?
It just a height to weight ratio is all
Only
BMI.
height to weight. That's true.
So it's made for the average height, average everything. So if you've got more muscle than the average person, shorter or taller, anything like that, it's going to skew the results. And that's where we come into play, and we will actually tell you your body fat percentage, because that's the number that counts. Because you can be 220 pounds and be 10% body fat, and that's extremely lean. I mean, the average guy is between 20 and 25 on the DEXA. And that's average, just average Joe walking around. We get we get people that are pretty high, and that's why they come to us. They want to track their progress.
And then what do you do? Because they come to you and they say, I need a baseline. Now what do I do?
Well, then we...
Your average person coming off the street who wants to get, they're not in competition, they're trying to work out, they're just your average person walking off the street. I need to get in better shape. What am I going to do? So now I have my numbers and...
Well, we try to give them guidance in terms of, we've got the next test, which is a RMR, resting metabolic rate.
That's my next one I have to do.
Yeah, because that's the next most important.
Right.
Because without knowing your metabolism, what your calories burned per day are, you don't know what to eat. I mean, so we do the RMR test, figure out how many calories are burning per day. For the average person, we always say take away 500 calories from there. So if you're burning 2,500, eat 2,000. At a 500 calorie deficit per day, you should lose around 1 pound per week.
Which is a healthy weight loss.
And that's important for people to know that you want to lose a pound for women, probably about a pound a week. Men will tend to drop it more quickly because of their visceral fat. And men just, you guys have that advantage over us. We hold it. We need that baby fat to hold on to, but man, you guys just drop it much faster.
It's all about size as well. I mean, a guy, say 200 pounds, he's going to burn more calories per day than a female will. I mean, say their average metabolism is around 3,000 calories per day. So they can afford to go 20%, 25% from there. And that means they're now at a deficit of 700 calories roughly. Whereas for a female, your metabolism is not quite as fast because you have less lean muscle, and it's just size is how it works. So average female is maybe around 1,800 to 2,000. So we don't recommend going beyond 20 or 25%. So that means the most you can do is 400 or 500 calorie deficit, because then it gets a little harder on your body, and you run the risk of losing lean tissue, losing muscle, and that's the one thing you don't want to lose because it's so hard to build it.
It's hard to build it, and your body holds on to it. When you're in that much of a fine line, your body says, we're not letting it go so fast.
So that's where a man can easily lose weight a lot faster, because they can go at a higher deficit to where, because it's all calories in, calories out. There are, if you really go into depth, there are other factors that come into play, but that's the main premise of weight loss is consumption.
But you're more than weight loss, because we talked about you're building fat versus muscle ratio.
We focus on doing this, making sure they're losing fat and building muscle at the same time, and that's the advantage of the DEXA and tracking the body composition. You're not just losing weight; you're losing fat pounds, and hopefully the lean tissue's going up as well. That means you're building muscle.
We'd rather people not even step on the scale. That just stresses you out, and then that ends up causing...
Especially on Monday mornings. Forget it.
No.
It is not a good thing on Monday mornings.
No.
I must tell you.
Scales lie. I can tell you that. They do. I mean, to be honest with you, because you don't know if you're putting on lean muscle mass or if you're losing lean muscle mass, and you're losing weight, but you have no idea what it is, and that's why the DEXA is so important.
I have been known to throw scales away, saying, they're broken. You know what?
Well,
they weren't broken.
Right? Yeah, people get sad. They'll see the scale go only down 2 pounds in 60 days. And it's like, well, all this work, I only lost 2 pounds. Well, you put on 3 pounds of muscle and lost 5 pounds of fat. That is like an ideal setup in terms of, I mean, if we can get a client to where they're losing fat and building muscle, then you can't ask for a better situation. So that means you've dialed in on the diet, you've dialed in on the workout, and they just have to maintain that now.
Well, let me ask you a question, and this is not throwing cold water or anything, but somebody is very obese and heavyweight and they want to lose weight. But obviously, it starts with the psychological being of how you got there to begin with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to do their magic numbers. You're going to tell them, okay, this is how you got to do it. This is what you're going to do. Then you got to get them to do it. And therein comes the challenge.
The motivation to stick with to do it.
Well, in-house, we don't have any personal trainers. We don't have the dietitians. We do have a lot of affiliates that we do recommend based on what you're looking for, based on your age, your type of training, whether you want satellite training, which means you just do it over the phone or through emails and webinars and things like that, or if you want face-to-face. So we do have a handful of affiliates which will give you that motivation. I mean, we, in-house, while you're with us, we try to be as motivational as we can, taking the results and showing you, okay, you're making progress, you're doing things right. And if the numbers aren't coming out the way we want to, we try to troubleshoot it with you. We'll go back through your diet, make sure you're eating well, make sure things are going together. As far as the day-to-day, that's where our affiliates come into play, and we try to team you up with who will best suit you in terms of the type of workouts and all that good stuff, because there's so many different styles of workout out there. I mean, just to be able to have the ability that we do to work with so many personal trainers, gyms, and affiliates, that we'll find the right fit for you if we can.
So if you're a personal trainer or a gym and you'd like to get in touch with Dexafit and become one of their affiliates, give us a call, 800-889-0267, and we will get you in touch with them on air. If you're a client looking for a change or to get to your better version of you, that seems to be the underlying theme I keep going back to for the past 3 days. Become a better version of who you are. Give us a call at 800-889-0267.
And if you have junkfoodanonymous.com, give us a call.
Would that be
so
someone
that
I know over
Dawn
here?
can gain a couple of pounds. What they told you.
They
Straight
said
up.
lean muscle.
Yeah, well, got to start somewhere. Where are you going to put lean muscle on your bone?
Not with the donut. That donut's not adding
That
some lean
donut was
muscle.
just a message.
We'll create a protein donut, and we'll all get rich off
And now
of that.
that's interesting.
That would be a great idea. I've
Yeah.
worked with a line of products that I had shown you that I've worked with for years, and I had someone who was trying to create a product with it. It's a fiber-based product, but adding to like a donut or a paleo. Maybe I'll talk to our guest on Wednesday, like a paleo gluten-free to add the
Or the
fiber
chef.
to it.
Yeah.
To come up with a
Fiber's
product
very
like that,
important,
because the
yes.
fiber is so important. So
Yes.
all the products I work with as a health coach have all that element of fiber to it because your body needs it. And women, we
Absolutely.
really need
So the
it.
object of the game is to just swallow protein and fiber.
Swallow
I mean, that's what you do. You drink a lot of protein.
protein. I do have a lot of protein
Yeah.
shakes. I eat a lot of lean
Yeah.
lean protein.
But you don't eat any food.
Lean protein is
But
the
you
key.
eat no food.
I do. Lean protein.
I'm totally
Ask Jenny and Edward your question
Which is?
behind me. See about
Oh.
their lean protein as far as your hot
How
dog
come
question.
how come you're getting me to ask that question?
It's your question.
How do you take your hot dog?
How do you
Ketchup
eat your hot dog?
or mustard?
take?
If you had to reach for one, which one would it be?
Mustard, absolutely.
I'm down to 9.
I'm ketchup.
Oh,
Ah,
you're
back
back
to
up. Okay, you hold your own. Hey, Curtis, how about you?
Say again.
Do we hear him?
I don't hear him.
Oh,
We don't hear you. When we hear you, let us know how you eat your hot dog.
Probably mustard first.
Mustard
Mustard.
first.
There we
I'm
go.
down to 9.
Thank you, Curtis, for filling in while Connecticut happens to have
Bless you.
one day off. So, Connecticut, we hope you are enjoying your day off
We hope you're listening.
because we're thinking about you. Curtis is filling in. He's doing a fabulous job. And Les, we're thinking of you too. I hear
Les
you
is
may be
actually
coming
in
back
Boca. He
tomorrow.
says hello.
Hey, Les.
He'll be back tomorrow.
You'll be back tomorrow. Looking forward to having my boys together on set. It's been a while.
I know. When was the last time we saw
It's been a good couple weeks.
Mr. Les?
It's been
a
a big,
couple.
yeah,
Few.
few weeks. Welcome back. I hope things are going better. They must be. So you're heading back here. So tomorrow, Les will be here.
Yes.
But give us a call and talk to Jenny and Edward. We're so lucky that you guys came across the whole state for us.
Thank you.
800-889-0267.
Dexafit in the house.
Dexafit
Now
in
it's
the
funny
house.
because we were next to another company which we won't
A
name.
food company.
A food company. And then I was thinking about Dexafit because a lot of people that came up to us, talk to them about Michelle, who wants to meet them. Yeah, go ahead, put the face.
You want me to talk about that on air?
But it was a good idea.
It was a fabulous idea. So Michelle, who calls in so much, she's one of our avid listeners for years and years. She even said she's been listening to your past shows.
Yeah,
So she's a Freddie fan,
My
a Freddie fan, your
condolences.
biggest Freddie fan.
my condolences.
She came to the expo and she sat down and we had a long talk. And she wants to lose weight. She wants to
Okay.
get in shape. She wants to get fit. She wants to meet you and see if she can find some corporate sponsorship along the way and throughout all the states that we reach out to and all the different cities to see if she can get corporate sponsorship to like a before and after to get her to her
She
goal.
wants to be the poster child for Dexafit.
There we
Yes,
go.
she does.
She does. But she's adamant. I thought she was kidding.
She wasn't. She wanted more
She
time.
was serious. And then she says that she wants to take the world tour. So I'm looking at her saying, what world tour? The one you're taking. So I said to you, are we taking a world tour?
I was a little confused, Freddie Fix It.
That's the Washington thing. That she wants to go with us when we take the tour up to Washington to do the expo.
The Women's Expo. She told me, she said, I'm going on the tour with Freddie Fix It.
Yes.
We're going to go state to state. I said, really, where is Freddie going? She says, you know the tour. We're going on a bus tour. We're
I
gonna
don't
go
even
here,
know
here,
where
and
we're
here.
going.
I go, Freddie Fix It.
It was just an
She
idea.
calls you Freddie Fix It. Where are we going?
God, that goes back 3 years.
She's
Nobody's
listened to
ever
you a
called
long
me that.
time.
I know. Poor woman.
So she really wants to be the poster of Dexafit. She says, I'll take my before picture. She says, but if you see, I'm bigger than any of the women here. She says, but I look good. But I know I can look better.
She probably has a lot of lean muscle mass. That could be what it is. And we can tell her that.
So we'll introduce you. I'll introduce her to Joanne because she lives in South Florida. She's on the East Coast. I believe she's in Broward County.
Yeah, when we started our Dallas location, we came across one of our good buddies. He was our poster child. He started at 307.
Yeah.
It was a little before we opened, but now he's down to 220. So,
Getting ready for his first competition.
Wow,
so
how tall is he?
I think he's 6'1".
yeah, somewhere around
Did
there,
you say
6'1".
307?
307.
What is he, a linebacker for the Minnesota
But
Vikings?
he's 6'1".
Yeah, linebacker for the Minnesota
He's a
Vikings.
big guy. He's down to
Yeah.
220.
He's
Yeah.
down to 220.
Was he like
Floating around there.
lean muscle machine?
No,
He-
back when we met, he never worked out, never did anything when he
Never
was
worked out.
307, and now he's a
He put
fitness
on,
machine.
Yeah, I think he put on an extra like 10 pounds of lean muscle. We tracked him over time, which if you check out our website, Dexafit Boca, I can post that so you guys can actually see it. The difference between how much he actually changed over time while we were scanning him. So, he put on, I know it was over 10 pounds of lean muscle mass, dropped all of his fat.
How'd he do it?
Diet. Diet is the biggest thing. It's 80% of it.
It
Just
is.
get your diet on point.
It is 80-20 food to exercise.
Absolutely.
Because you can keep exercising, getting bigger and more muscular, but the diet, the food, the lean meats, the appropriate carbs, because everyone needs carbs, everyone needs fat, everyone needs protein. It's eating the right ones and the right combination.
Right.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
if you take a look at football players, linemen and stuff like that, those guys are huge.
Oh yeah.
And they carry a belly on them. But these guys can bench press a building.
But
Yeah.
they've got so much muscle. They've got so much muscle under there. I mean,
So I guess they have to bulk up because you got to take up size in football. When you're on the line.
They eat a
most
lot
of
of
those
food.
guys are still pretty lean. I mean, if you did a body composition based on their weight, they're still they're under 20 for sure.
Yeah, we've had several football players in.
I mean,
I like to meet one of those guys.
Football player?
Yeah, I used
I'd
to.
like
when
you to get scanned.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
come
scared.
on. You
Right?
can
Don't you
do
think?
it.
Can we help
I gotta
Pretty
get
fix
lean
it?
first.
You got to get your scan, and then we'll track your numbers. You can be, you know
Exactly.
what? We can have Michelle do the female, and you can do the male.
Are we going to commercial break? Is that what we're doing?
Would you like to do a commercial break? We
Yes,
could do that.
thank you.
And we come back and we can address it a little bit more.
No, we don't need to address no more. We can address alone.
Give us a call when we get back, 800-889-0267. We'll see you in a few.
See you in a few.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.TV. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars. And just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carry advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563. and let health and wealth seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Hi, it's Leah, here to tell you about Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. He's a pain specialist located in southern Palm Beach County, so if you or somebody that you know is suffering in pain, Dr. Pinozzo is the one you guys need to call. And make that call today, because living in pain is no way to go through life. Dr. Pinozzo has been in practice now for more than 49 years. He's treated more than 73,000 patients for pain. He's an expert when it comes to diagnosing the pain, and he has had huge turnarounds. In fact, people living with scoliosis, he has had nearly a 100% turnaround. Lumbar pain as well. If you've got lower back pain, if you're suffering with migraines or flat feet pain, maybe pain in your elbows, your neck, your shoulders, Dr. Pinozzo can help you. And the greatest thing is he can help you without drugs, without surgery, and without having to go through weeks and months of rehabilitation. Give him a call today. Set up an appointment. It's 561-381-5800. Tune into his show Sundays, 11 to noon.
Know your body, gain control of your health, transform your life. If your body could talk, what would it tell you? At Dexafit, they show you how to take control of your health and fitness to live a happier, more fulfilling life. Since 2011, Dexafit has measured thousands of clients' body composition and fitness performance levels across the country. Hormones, metabolic health, and cardio fitness all play a significant role in your energy levels, your sleep quality, and overall well-being. With their proven methods of measure, track, and discover, they show you how your body composition, cardio fitness, and metabolic health compare to your optimal level. They make sure you're continuing to make progress and follow the best nutrition and fitness plans for your body type. At Dexafit, the goal is to help you identify and understand the health and fitness of how to transform your body to meet your individual goals, break through your plateaus, and take the guesswork out. Improve your energy level, sleep, and weight. Discover what's holding you back. Call 561-923-8833. Dexafit is conveniently located at 2499 Glades Road in Boca Raton. For more information, contact them at boca@dexafit.com or schedule an appointment online at dexafit.com. Identify your health risks and optimize longevity and fitness. Call 561-923-8833 and mention this ad for special pricing.
Is your child's tablet time greater than engaged activity time? Are you seeking better wellness strategies for your family? Do you want to redefine what your family's quality time looks like? At New Dawn Health Solutions, we focus on the 4 pillars of health coaching: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition to create a balanced approach to wellness. Together, we will open the conversation with you and your children on ways to empower healthy eating, increase physical activity, and set goals. Let's talk about the issues that are important to your family's health. Give New Dawn Health Solutions a call at 561-901-2854 or email us at dawn@newdawnhealthsolutions.com.
You're lunching with two boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on the show. Share your good news. Just call 866-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 866-224-5422. Now let's get back to those two boys from Brooklyn.
We are back, and I'm just talking about the red carpet event I went to on Friday on this amazing yacht. And
What was the name of the boat?
I forget. The Big Easy, I think.
The Big Easy.
I think it was the Big Easy.
Take a
And it's an
picture.
amazing boat. So I went to find Dawn as we were leaving, and she was at the top deck. But
Went to find who?
Dawn, whose boat it was, who ran the event, Dawn Masler. And she's at the very, very top with a reporter from the Miami Herald. So the invitation said sundress casual, so we all had little sundresses on. But when you're climbing up the steps,
Yeah, you had the moon dress on.
everyone's looking up, looking, but there's really nothing you can do to go up gracefully. And then once you go up, you got to come down.
The moon dress came on again.
It was unbelievable.
Harvest
boat.
moon.
A beautiful boat. Do you know it was a full moon this weekend?
It was beautiful.
It was a full moon. Really
Wow.
nice. They say if you wear red, which I didn't know, during a full moon, you're
Turn into
an
a vampire.
empowered woman. No, you're empowered. So
Empowered
Grandma
what?
Vodka called and said, you were wearing red during the full moon. You must feel like an empowered woman.
Did you feel it?
I guess I felt it. Who knew? Who
I
knew?
heard so many one-liners on Saturday.
Any good ones?
No.
None that you'd like to share?
No. But I heard of them all.
Okay.
Women, it's funny when you put women, a bunch of women in a big gathering.
2,000 women in a big gathering.
A lot of talking.
You get a lot. You get a lot of everything. You get a lot of hugging.
A lot of hugging.
Every tree in the world got hugged.
It's a lot of love. It's a lot of kissing and hugging. Yeah.
There were people poking me. Hey, Freddie, I didn't know who these people were. I didn't even know Alexa's mom. I said, who is that?
She's amazing.
She changed, metamorphosized.
She's amazing. It was just an amazing event.
The only thing I
Alexa
recognize
was
is the
great.
dog.
Nala.
Hey, my name. What's his name?
She.
She. What's
Nala.
her name? Nala.
Nala the Wonder
Can't
Dog,
remember
I
her name,
think.
but yes, she was there.
The fashion shows, the boots from Boston Proper, the clothes
They're
were
beautiful.
incredible.
Now, is Boston Proper a big outfit?
Big, yes. They're actually based out of Boca Raton.
They're not from Boston?
No. Their headquarters are in Boca, actually they used to be right on Congress near Costco.
But are they a big deal?
And then what happened is they were bought out by Chico's.
Oh.
And they started
Chico
opening the
and the Man?
stores. Yes, Chico and the Man, the Santori Man. And they opened the stores in the mall, and then somehow, I don't know what happened, but now they're back online and they're back in Boca.
But do they have a store?
Only online.
The interesting thing about this is that they had a runway and they had people putting on clothes and stuff.
It was amazing.
But
yeah.
it wasn't.
Oh, you were there?
It wasn't any models. They were just employees of Boston Proper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, you were standing right
I
next
didn't know
to me.
they weren't models.
They
They
weren't
looked
models.
like models.
No.
Yeah.
And they had Boca Academy, who did all their hair and makeup.
Yeah, they were standing next to the guy who jumped in front of the camera. But those people on stage were not professional models.
They looked like professional models.
No, they work for Boston Proper and they're taking orders and stuff like that.
It's an online company. Their clothes are incredible. Their shoes. I have
Is
a
it
hard
expensive?
time. Everyone's price point is relative. I think they're very fairly
Is it
priced.
like Macy's or Gimbals or something like that?
Gimbals. It's probably
You know
like
what I
Macy's
mean.
price point. They've got all different price
Is Gimbals
points.
still open? or
They're
no?
affordable. And maybe in your world.
Gimbals is gone? Don't shout.
Do you ever remember Gimbals?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't even know
New
what
York.
Gimbals is. Maybe-
Corvettes. You remember Corvettes in New York? Yeah.
They could.
I think it's because I'm from Texas. That's probably
She's
why.
from Texas, from Dallas. When we lived in Dallas, I was pregnant with my daughter. We're just talking about pregnancy cravings. I used to teach at one of the elementary schools at special ed, and I would have to drive past Wendy's on my way to work to get something. On my way home, it was either chili or a baked potato or Frosty. It's one of those pregnancy
Holy
Whatever your
Dallas.
craving is.
smokes. You had
Dallas
that?
food. Yeah.
All right, can we go to Wendy's today? I want to
We
see
can go
you
to
some
Wendy's.
chili.
I'm not pregnant, so that would be a no.
No, but you...
That's not lean. That's
You
not
can't
lean
eat that,
meat.
it's not
No,
good?
no,
So what do you?
no.
What are your
Wendy's?
cravings pregnant?
Oh, I'm not having cravings as much as I did in the first.
You see my Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh gosh.
I keep that. I
She
keep
craves
this
that all the
right-
time.
I keep
No.
that right there. Keep that right there for you.
No, I don't know. I mean, in the beginning, because I ate healthy, I think for 3.5 years, when my first trimester, I mean, I didn't vomit or anything like that, but my cravings were for random stuff that I knew not to eat, like Taco Bell. And,
See, it's
like,
the spicy.
I don't know what it was. And then after I'm into my second trimester now, and I'm not craving anything now, except for now I can eat healthy foods and feel good.
So now what you're saying is that you go to Dexafit and you find out what's healthy. If you're pregnant, you don't go through any of this craziness.
Everyone's different. Everyone goes through
No,
different
I
cravings
would
and
like
stuff.
1,000 people, 1,000 women people to show up at Dexafit.
1,000 women people. Yes.
1,000 women.
Yes.
They're people too.
We
1,000
are
pregnant women.
empowered.
Well, I can tell you for pregnant women, they wouldn't be able to do the DEXA scan.
Right. I was going to say you can't put them through the scan because they're pregnant.
Because it's radiation, but it's so minimal. It's
Just
equivalent
messed up
to.
a good dream.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is they can come in for our resting metabolic. VO2 I wouldn't suggest, but the RMR helps them figure out how many calories their body's burning. So that might actually help them through their pregnancy, because doctors typically tell you need to eat 300 calories above what you normally
Right.
eat.
You're not eating for 2 or 3.
No.
You're just
Yeah.
eating more
Right.
to help sustain the baby.
All right, new idea. Let's erase that. A new idea. If you're planning on getting pregnant, come on down to
I thought we were
Dexafit.
coming back to you being their poster boy. What
We
happened
ain't
to
coming back
that?
to that. When
I
did
thought
that
that's we were
happen?
coming back from a
If
commercial.
if you cut off her mic. If you're planning on being pregnant, check this out. You come down, you get scoped out, you get everything done, and then they tell you, get ready to get pregnant this way.
And that happens to be a good idea because you want to be in the best shape you can
Absolutely.
before you get pregnant, if possible.
That way your body can bounce back really quick.
There are people that are overweight that have a hard time conceiving because of the extra fat or weight or difference in hormones.
And we've had one of those in our office before.
So how did you work with that?
Well, what she was doing was just trying to track her progress because she did have a trainer, which the trainer had actually sent her to us to be able to figure out where she was at so that over time, while they're tracking her progress, they can figure out how much fat she's actually lost because her doctor needed her to be under like a certain amount. And at that time, he was using the BMI. And the BMI, that's like we've talked about earlier, is that it's very skewed. It's a old, outdated system. So with them actually being able to find out where she's at, they can track it. And then they were going to continue to try. So, but yes, it is definitely a real thing. If you're having trouble conceiving and you're overweight, that could be a huge indication.
That could be a reason why, right?
It's a big
Absolutely.
indication because you're looking at your fat and you're looking at different hormones. And you don't mess with hormones, but sometimes if you can just get some of that visceral fat, that adipose fat off,
Exactly.
it changes the hormone composition. You got that? It makes it easier.
I'm right there with you.
It makes it easier.
Right.
Well, the bottom line here is if you lose weight correctly.
Correctly is the
stress
key.
that. That's right.
Right.
A lot of other good things happen. You know, you start thinking clearer. I mean, I
No more
personally
brain
think.
fog,
Well, I personally
except for you.
think.
Right.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Exactly.
But I personally think that diet has everything to do with Alzheimer's and everything else. Again, that's
Agreed.
my
Yes.
opinion. But if everybody had correct system, I'm not talking about just going to a weight center and taking a pill for the next 10 days and losing 4 pounds. That's not what I'm
Because you
talking
gain
about.
it right back.
Yeah, that's just, that's just a stupid exercise.
Well, it's because a lot of the excess fat that people hold on to, that visceral fat around your organs, that fat around your organs, hold cytokines, which are inflammation. They increase inflammation, which is inflammation everywhere, which leads to the Alzheimer's, the dementias, the pains, all those itises.
All the itises.
All the itises, itis means
It's like
inflammation.
itises.
So yes,
Yeah.
any of
Attacking your
those
body.
things, if you get to Dexafit and you do the scan and help track, and because I know you do the gynoid and you do the visceral fat measurements on
Absolutely.
the DEXA scan,
Uh-huh.
that's the important fact. The factor is that fat that you're holding onto around your organs.
Right. And
Yeah,
we
so
were
you-
able to track it.
You must have no organs. So let me ask you a question. So somebody walks into the place.
Uh-huh.
Right away, you get, okay, I got to work with this person. You know where they're at when you see them? I mean, you've been doing this long enough.
Right.
And you
No,
know exactly.
not necessarily,
No?
because you've got
I
the
love this.
some
Tell us
population.
some more.
You're making them nervous.
No, you've got some people you walk in and they know, and it's obvious that they're overweight.
But they're there for a reason.
But then you also have other people. There's the terminology people use, skinny fat. I mean, people come in and
I like
they
that
look
term.
they look
I've been
like they are skinny,
But they're
and they
not.
look like they're in shape. But we scan them, and on the BMI scale, they're in the normal range. But it's just because they have no lean tissue. They have no muscle. It's all bone and fat, and it happens. You can get someone in the normal BMI scale who's 10-15% higher than they should be in a body fat range, and it's just that they don't work out and they just carry it perfectly on their body to where you don't really look at
It's
them
like
and
a
say, "Oh, that
balancing
person's
act.
yeah."
So this is the scan you guys did for me.
Yes.
So
And what's the red indicate?
Red is lean tissue.
And
That's
you
your
know,
muscle.
she
The
holds
red
it up.
is lean tissue.
She holds it up. Even your head has lean tissue. Even your
That's my
head has
brain.
lean tissue.
It's my brain. It's all
Around
that
your
amazing
head. No, it's not
capacity.
the brain. It's around your head.
And the yellow is
It's the fat.
the yellow's the fat.
You don't have any yellow.
There's a thin layer of
Where?
yellow over the red.
Where?
Put your glasses on.
No, there is no.
But
Oh, stop
but
it. You go around telling
but
everybody,
you
look
break
at
it
my
down
chart.
by each arm, trunk, android, gynoid, and everything's broken down. So it's not just your arms. It's not just your total. You break it down per limb
Right.
and per area, so you know where it is. And for women, we hold it mostly in our
in our hips. In our
our
gynoid.
hips. And Joanne was talking about a hip when she was on Tube Broads.
Uh-huh.
The hip to abdominal ratio
Uh-huh.
should be something around what range?
There's different studies out there. Ideally, we like to see it under 0.8.
Wait, do you want to see what my range is?
I see the range.
I don't know.
What's the
I'm
range?
going to let these people figure it out.
What's the
That's
range?
I don't know if there is a range on there.
Yeah. No, she's. Let's see. It's 23.
And then you also
You
do.
had- You're
You're-
at 0.66.
You're way under. Yeah, you're 0.66.
You're not even one.
They said under
Well,
0.8.
for a female.
We like to
I'm
see
0.66.
guys at around 1, like even, and then for women,
Let me see. I want to see that.
0.8. I mean, there's all kinds of studies out there. Not a whole lot of them, but They say 0.75, 0.8, some say 0.85. If you come in, we always try to say, let's shoot for a 0.8 or below if you can. And that's just getting 20% more fat in your lower half than it is in your
It's supposed to be more
upper.
of a healthy range.
Is that the AG ratio?
Yeah, AG ratio.
What's AG stand for?
Android gynoid.
0.66. You should be ashamed of you.
I'm just proud of myself.
Mine's is like
actually.
26.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show for a whole nother day.
Eh,
But let's talk about the radiation of the DEXA scan because we talked about it. So pregnant women, you're not going to do this because you shouldn't be
Right.
exposed to any excess radiation.
right, more than you need to be.
However, the DEXA scan has such a low radiation on it, and I know you gave the number out, but even compared to an airline flight and all the things you all had explained to me, can you explain that to everybody?
I mean,
The radiation, it was what, 0.04?
what's the,
Off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly what it is. It changes a little bit depending on the size of the person.
right.
Because there's two different settings.
Oh, interesting.
There's one setting for people who are generally under 200 pounds, and then once it goes over 200, it's a little bit higher. And it's even at the highest setting, they compare it to a 3 or 4 hour plane ride, or
And it was even way less from what I remember we talked about.
Yeah.
Way less than even just getting on a plane ride, just the radiation of being on a plane and
You get-
just
Having your
being out in the
window open,
environment,
right.
all of those things.
if you lay outside in the sun, you get more radiation.
So don't be afraid to do the scan because of the radiation. The DEXA scan also is what your physician looks at for women over 50 for osteoporosis and bone density.
Absolutely.
And you look at that as well. I know you do bone density overall, and you have the capacity to do that test with a physician prescription.
Right.
So what are we looking at with that?
In terms of the test or in terms of radiation? That's
Test.
higher radiation.
The test.
But, the
We're looking at the bone density, why it's so important, and why would you even offer it? Why is that important to use when you're scanning everybody? Why do we even want to know bone density?
well, if a female has low bone density, it could be it's the first sign of osteoporosis, osteopenia.
You have higher chances of getting breaks and fractures and things, so that's why it's so important. If we see that you're kind of reading low, what always helps with that is lifting weights. So, or it can warrant, for more investigation to maybe take your information to a doctor and have them look at it, because the last thing you want is to, find out years down the road you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, because that's something that is hard to get your bones back to being really strong.
And that lends itself to everything that you do at Dexafit, and I know I did an overall one, which is
Right.
in the green,
Uh-huh.
which I suppose would be
Which is
good.
Blue is normal, so anything
Which is
above
good,
that.
so-
You're above normal.
I'm above normal in my
Do you
bone
know-
density, but you know what? Genetically, my grandmother had very, very bad osteoporosis. She had the kyphosis where her back was
But
hunched
you had
over.
two grandmothers.
My other grandmother did not have good bone density either.
But she had better.
It was better.
Much better.
But it's
Did she lift weights?
Yes.
But you
But
lift-
I do.
Grandma
Yeah.
was
That's the difference.
Grandma
Right.
was an Olympic weightlifter.
Yes. But it's the weightlifting, and it goes back to what you guys do as to
Yeah.
why you want to keep your lean muscle and keep your bone density healthy. It's the overall
Do you
wellness.
know that on that chart, not even your ear,
My ears
your
aren't even on
ears
there. My
aren't-
ears don't have
your
fat.
ears are red. Everything
my
in that
ears-
chart is red.
My
even
ears do
your ears.
not have fat.
Lean. It says lean. You have
Okay,
lean
I'm
ears. You
lean.
got lean knees.
But here's the abdominal composition. So it's such a thorough exam.
Uh-huh.
And then I know you email everybody the results as well.
Right.
And what
yeah.
does that abdominal tell
I
you?
have no idea.
The visceral?
So the,
That's
bot-
the visceral
the
fat,
last
yeah.
measurement on the bottom is your visceral fat reading, and
And
What
for
does that
her,
mean?
hers is-
once again, it's extremely low.
But
My
what
abdominal
does
fat
it
reading
mean?
is low.
Visceral fat is the deep belly fat that sits around your organs.
The one we talked about that causes all the itises.
That's where they come from. That's the,
The
home of the
inflammation
itis.
from the organs, yeah.
It's the home of
It's
the
important.
itis.
It's really important.
Absolutely.
The higher it is, the higher chance you have of developing like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And
Really?
That's why it's very important to know where your numbers are at.
That's
so.
it. Not eating no more. No.
Has-
Food
What
is
do you
now.
think I keep telling you about? It's that visceral fat that leads to the excess sugar, the diabetes, the itises, dementia,
So
Alzheimer's.
that's why you don't eat, so you don't have a belly, so you're like totally lean.
Exactly.
That's why you do that?
That would be why.
You know, that thing says you weigh 110 pounds. Is that true?
Maybe.
Holy
Maybe
DEXA
not.
does not lie.
Maybe not. Where can people find Dexafit?
In Tampa and Boca, but they are located throughout the U.S., but our facilities are going to be here in Florida.
Do you have a website?
We do. It's Dexafit.com. You can check us out there, our social media, Facebook, we've also got Instagram, working on Twitter and stuff too.
Phone number?
For our Boca facility.
Boca facility, I have it right here, 561-923-8833, and it's located at 2499 Glades Road, Suite 201. You can give us a call at 800-889-0267, and we'll get you in touch with Dexafit. We'll get you in touch with Joanne at the Boca location, and she can set up your scan, a personal trainer.
What I want to do is
Follow-through?
I want to have somebody that goes there, that heard the show, and put them on the air.
Let's do it. Curtis, do we have a call?
She was there, but we're about to end, so I told her it's close to the end.
Oh, all right. We could have taken a quick call.
All right, no problem. You can call
No
us
problem.
tomorrow, or
Give
you can
us a
call
call back
Dexafit
tomorrow. You can call
direct.
Dexafit directly, 561-923-8833.
We'd love to hear from you.
But I want to bring them on if they go to Dexafit. I want
That
them
was
to.
actually Alexa who called to give us a follow-up on the Women's Empower Expo.
Alexa, not at 3 minutes to the end of the show.
Alexa, give us a call tomorrow and give us a follow-up. But it was such an incredible event. You far superseded anything that we could have ever expected. And
That's right.
so honored to be a part of sharing your vision. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of the Women's Expo and bringing it forward to your community everywhere in outreach. I think Amp told me you had 75,000 hits
Yes.
as of yesterday of people viewing the show on social media.
We had to cut it into 3 parts because it was so long.
Because Facebook
We didn't
live
realize
stream.
that Facebook Live had a limit. Did you know that?
I did, but it had never had
7
any
hours.
issue of me. You know, it never paid it a problem. 7
It was every,
hours.
yeah, but it was every 2 hours she would cut out. We had to do it again.
So 75,000 hits, and Alexa, I will text that too, which is absolutely incredible.
And if you go to the Empowerable
Women's
website
Empower,
or AMP2, you can
Women-
see all 3 pieces.
Women's Empower Expo on Facebook, AMP2 TV
That's
Productions on Facebook. It was everywhere. Thank you to Dexafit. We had Joanne on Two Broads last 2 weeks ago. And we have Dexafit, our new sponsor, on Two Boys from Brooklyn and Dawn, and Two Broads from Boca down at WWNN 1470.
That's right. If you give them a call, we'll put you on the air just to find out what you want done and see if it's working.
See if we can get Michelle over to Dexafit
No, it sounds great.
from
We'd
the
love to meet
expo.
her.
She's got a lot of good ideas.
That's right, Michelle. You got the number. Call it, use it. Go
Get in
from
touch, call Joanne, give Freddie a call. Freddie Fix It would be more than happy to set it up for you.
there. Of course.
Isn't it a great name?
Yeah, it's perfect for him.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Always. All right, thank you again, Jenny and Edward from Dexafit. Give them a call, 561-923-8833.
That's right. Thank
Hope
you
you
guys for
all
coming
had
down.
a fabulous Monday lunch break. It is time to put your lunch away, get back to work.
Oh, you changed it.
You tell me I'm not allowed to say wrap it up anymore.
You said it anyway.
There you go. Put your lunch away, get back to work.
That's right. We're having too much fun. Get back to work.
We always have so much fun.
We'll be here. Who we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have Sarah Spiritual in the
Ooh,
house. Give us
Sarah
a call for your
Spiritual.
psychic reading.
Don't miss that.
800-889-0267.
We'll see you tomorrow. Don't be late.
See you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today's lunch break with Two Boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.
WBZT West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.